Hello and welcome to your pick a card reading. Today you're going to choose from 3 different options. So this is my first announcement, guys. I am working on my new Oracle deck. As most of you guys are aware, I did publish my first Oracle deck last year, and so I am in the process of making my second Oracle deck. Okay, so here's the first reveal of the first 3 cards that I have already done. Keep in mind, these are the originals. The final printed copies will be smaller than this. Anyway, so here's option number 1. Option number 2. Option number 3. Okay, so you're going to choose from one of these cards. The timestamps will be down below in the description box. I will see you guys at your selection. And don't forget, if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so at www.theenchantedone.com. All right, those of you that selected number 1, this is one of my favorite pieces of art that I've done so far. So let me pull some additional cards for you guys. You guys perhaps have heavy fire placements or are just a fire sign in your sun sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But you guys have pretty fiery yet grounded and intuitive energy to you. Very much in the flow, very strong manifestation abilities within you, very connected through your crown chakra with your guides. And if you aren't someone who's cultivating your abilities on purpose, consciously, then you at the very least are very in tune with the subtle realms, whether it's subconsciously or consciously. You're in the flow and you're very intuitive. Some of you could perhaps even be like cat-like, but maybe, you move like a cat. Maybe you have, like independent energy as a cat does. Perhaps you sit on the counter and eat your food on the counter. Okay, so let's look at your cards. Okay, so you've got number 8, be courageous. You've got number 40, say thank you. And then you've got number 49, detox. Let's get some clarifiers for these. Okay, there's a lot of energy in this mix here. There's a lot of people that I'm picking up on. Several people. But it's like I'm picking up on 4 to 5 different people. One set of these people are a match. But it's like there's a lot of people involved here. But at the end of the day, divine justice shall intervene and bring in emotional fulfillment and a happily ever after, especially for that pair. There's like a pair here that belong together. And the reason why I say that is because we have the King of Wands here and as well as the Queen of Wands. So this is a match. But we also have the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups here. So there's a lot of energy going on here. We're going to look into these a little bit separately. So let's separate these stacks. Let's see here. I need to get another clarifier. Actually, let's clarify this. Root chakra, okay. Channel, clear channel. Actually, let me bring okay, so okay. Somebody here is going through a spiritual awakening, which I'm sure a lot of you guys are, but I feel like this is, for some of you, new, what you're experiencing. Okay, some of you need to detox energetically, because I'm seeing that there's like some sort of energies that you are hanging on to. It's almost like behavioral patterns that you have that are unhealthy, that you're holding on to, that needs to be released. And I feel like some of those behavioral patterns are acting impulsively or making impulsive decisions. Not for all of you though. I almost feel there's something here that needs to be released within your own emotional and thought patterns in order for your manifestations of your wishes to come to fruition. So it's almost like you have to step up into a better version of yourself in order to match vibrationally to the paradigm of the reality that you would prefer to experience. And if you're familiar with the fabrics of reality, which most of you on my channel are, then you're aware that your vibrational standpoint is impacting which timeline you shift to at every moment. So in other words, yeah, you guys need to release some sort of pattern that's unhealthy. And I don't feel like it's an addiction. I feel like it's a choice. Like it feels like you could stop. And it feels mainly like some sort of like toxic pattern. Let's clarify it a little bit more. Do they need to detox from? For some of you, it could be your eating habits. Eating or drinking habits, like drink more water, eat less food, making better choices, having the strength. Wow, we have the world twice here. So really, I'm really strongly feeling like you guys are being called to completion here. You guys are being called to integrate all the fragmented pieces. It's like it's time to put the pieces back together. Yeah, you're being called to stand in your power and make decisive moves, make decisions, not impulsive decisions, but you are going through a spiritual awakening here, so you're being called to show up differently than you have been. And if you listen to this calling, then you will have many wishes granted. I feel like some of you guys are turned around in your headspace. But the way to get out of this mental maze, because we have number 51 here on the top of the deck, turn back, is first of all, don't sweat the small stuff. Don't stress out about things you shouldn't even stress out about. But also listen to your intuition. Let your spirit be your guide. Don't let your mind try to solve a problem that your mind cannot wrap itself around. You're going to drive yourself crazy trying to think of a solution from the same headspace that is on the vibration of the problem. So in other words, if you are acknowledging the problem with your headspace, you're trying to find a solution from that problem space, but there's no solution from that space, if that makes sense. You won't be able to find the solution from the place of being in the vibrational match of the problem. What you focus on expands. So if you focus on the problem, then you're going to have more of that be your reality, because perception is key. Literally, your reality is made up of your perception. Literally. I mean, think about it. Who's looking out of your eyeballs? You are looking out of your eyeballs, deciphering information and interpreting it back as an image. So everyone's seeing what they want to see. So if you're over here putting negative thoughts into your situations, then that is exactly what will be reflected back in your external reality. I need water. And it's very much like that quote by Albert Einstein. You cannot, I don't know the quote exactly, but it's like somewhere along the lines of, you can't find a solution from the problem mind. Something like that. Anyways, don't quote me on that. Okay, so that's the first thing that's coming up here for you guys is a mental detox is necessary. There is a cycle that needs to come to completion, that needs to be wrapped up. But it's like you keep unwrapping it. It's like you start to wrap it, and then you start to unwrap it or let it unravel. But it's time to get the show on the road here. Anyway, so then we have listen to the music for the answer. Channel, clear channel, medium. So I really do feel that you guys are, it's interesting. You guys are an interesting bunch here. And the reason why I say that is because there's a lot of fire within you, but there's also grounded energy and also deep emotions at the same time. And you also can be very charismatic and magnetic, but at the same time, you can be quite introverted and isolate yourself and need your alone time. So you are very much an entire coin yourself. You know how they say there's two sides to a coin, hot and cold? You are the entire coin. You're charismatic and outgoing, but also introverted and quiet into yourself, grounded, yet deeply emotional, yet very connected with your crown chakra. So again, you guys are quite interesting individuals. Most of you are clear channels. Now, this is one reason why you are being called to detox, is because you are a clear channel, or you can be. You're a channel. Now, are you a clear channel? Not all of you are, because you need to detox energetically. And so what a clear channel does is channels energy easily. And a lot of times, you know, channeling can lead to being a medium. But for you guys, not all of you are going to embark on the path of mediumship. I feel that. But you are a channel, okay? So either you are allowing for emotions to get trapped within you, such as anger, and letting it build up inside of you, or you're letting them flow through you. You're allowed to witness your emotions and the energy around you without claiming it to be yours, without claiming it to be like, and for example, all thought forms are merely thought forms. They're floating around and they can be contagious from person to person. So if you're like spending a lot of time with somebody who has negative thought patterns, then that can cling on to you and be contagious, and sometimes it can be really hard to release, and it's not even your own energy, but it's because you accidentally claim it as your energy, especially if you're a channel, especially if you're an empath. You know, you're sensitive to energy, and so you have to learn to let it go through you. You're allowed to acknowledge the thought forms that are floating around and just let them go through you. Now, what I notice tends to happen is if it's something you don't like, you hang on to it on accident because you're like, no, I don't want to experience that thought form. And so when you resist it, it persists. The more you resist, the more it persists. And so for you guys, you may resist certain emotions and or thoughts, and it creates toxicity within you. To a certain degree, because you're holding on to this energy and it's kind of holding you down. It's like anchoring you down. So you guys can be a clear channel if you understand that you don't have to subscribe to every thought or emotion that pops up. You don't have to respond to every situation in a specific way that human beings would typically respond. I was literally talking to one of my clients today about this. I need drops in my eyes. I was literally talking to one of my clients today about that. Basically, life is like a catalog. You can still yourself enough to be aware of the thoughts within your own headspace, but also acknowledge that they're not even necessarily in your head. You're tapping into energy. Emotions are the same way. The more neutral you yourself are, the less you will find yourself reacting to the energy outside of you. It's a lot easier said than done. Trust me, sometimes I go into a frenzy, especially if I get nervous. But overall, if you just take a moment to ground yourself, which you guys have a very strong ability to ground yourself and to let the emotions flow through you. You guys have a very strong channeling ability, or ability to be a clear channel. And I know I went on a little speech there, but yeah, I just felt like it was necessary to let you guys know that's what I see here. Anyways, you guys are very powerful, very, 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 very powerful individuals. You just haven't, a lot of you haven't learned to utilize your abilities to the fullest potential. Just because I feel like there's still some things that need to be wrapped up in the old way of showing up in the world. You guys are being asked to be courageous as well. There's something here with the root chakra. You guys, with the root chakra, I don't want to say it's unbalanced, but it's almost like there at times can be too much emphasis on the root chakra for you guys, where it's like, now the root chakra does point to survival. So for you guys specifically, you could be worried about finances, or perhaps you know, feeling like there's no new opportunities for you to gain money. So I do feel that some of you guys are penny pinching, not all of you. Some of you are penny pinching and worrying about finances when you really don't have to worry that much. Others of you need to penny pinch. And it's funny that I said that you guys are like the entire coin, and here we are. There's like an entire coin right here. This is you. You are the coin. You are the opportunity. You are this beautiful thing. And so I feel like that's part of your transformation, is having more positive beliefs about yourself as an individual and realizing that you are unique. You are special, and you are of value. You are of value. Your money does not make you more or less valuable, or it shouldn't anyways. You, who you are the true treasure. So remember that, guys. Remember that. So there's something on how you define yourself. Don't let your finances define you. Obviously, you want to strive for success, and success in however you define success to be. But don't let it be the definition of you and your value. On a side note, those of you that have been worried about finances, I am seeing a new opportunity here for you, but this is an opportunity that you're going to have to grab. It's not like, oh, it's a guarantee. Here you go. There you go. I'm going to just drop a few thousand on your lap. No, you have to go after this opportunity that is going to present itself to you. For some of you, I'm hearing May, which I know is quite a ways away, but for others of you, 1 month. The time frame is going to vary. So you guys, there is a turning point here. I do feel like you have been in hermit mode, a lot of you, for quite some time now. Not all of you. Some of you have still been socializing, but others of you have not been socializing, or at least there's this energy of feeling lonely, or like something's missing. And for some of you, it's like, it could be a specific person. With the Queen of Wands here, it could literally be a specific person. That could be an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Doesn't have to be. But for some of you, there is a specific person that you are missing. But you're being told, first of all, to give your pain some attention. And second of all, there's a turning point here that's coming up. But before this turning point, you need to heal and give your pain some attention. I also am seeing that there is an amplification of your abilities, of your spiritual gifts. There is an amplification here. And those of you that aren't trying to cultivate these gifts consciously, they will naturally start to cultivate. They will naturally start to emerge for you, even if you're not really that into it. You are being told to have gratitude here. I keep feeling like it is for a specific person. There's someone that you want to be close to that you're not close to in the physical, but you may be like through a laptop or just through social media somehow. And the reason why I say that is because, you know, there's an image here of a lady with a laptop looking sad, clarified by the Queen of Wands, which is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius usually. Anyways, so Or this could be you. You could be this lady. Take it however it fits. You're being told to have gratitude for the people that are in your life. There is a turning point here. I want to look into that. What is this turning point? For others of you, if that's not your specific scenario, I am feeling that you have been, and for those of you who have been in hermit mode, there's a turning point where you're about to be more outgoing, more charismatic, and just have more energy and have more will and motivation to get out of the house, to go do things, to go live life. But you are being told to have gratitude, especially for those that express their love to you, even if they don't have as much time as they wish. What in the world? You guys have the World card again. This is the third World card that I pulled for you guys. Wait, where did the other one go? I guess I put it back. This is the third World card that I pulled for you guys, which is a major arcana. So you guys are definitely completing a cycle, or at least you're being called to. I feel like it's happening one way or another. You're completing the cycle though. But yeah, you guys are definitely being called to integrate. There is great success here for you. I really feel like there's great success for you. Disconnect from lower vibrational energies, even from other people's negative energy. Disconnect from it. Step into your power. The time is now to go after what you want. Stop procrastinating. Get off social media. Be more productive. Be grateful for what you do have when you have it. Be courageous and go after what you want, especially if it's in regards to creating a financial stability for yourself. Be courageous with your spiritual abilities, especially becoming a clear channel or medium. There is a turning point here in your abilities. There's a turning point here financially. There's a turning point here. I really feel like a whole leveling up here. A lot of you are entrepreneurs. A lot of you are entrepreneurs. Not all of you, but a lot of you are. You still need to heal. You still need to give your pain some attention here. I feel like you're feeling better though. You definitely are being more confident. And again, I feel like you will, if you're not yet, you will be. And as well as outgoing. And again, staying in tune with your intuition. But there's still some growth that needs to occur. There's still some decaying. There's still some things you need to release, in other words, in order for you to allow this new air in order for you to allow this new growth in. I mean, seriously, you have the World card 3 times. I'm seeing great accomplishment here. And so with the World card, I mean, that's the last card in the entire tarot deck. So when you get to the World card, then that's completion, that's wholeness, that's success, that's that energy of like being complete, like you're good. You have success, you've accomplished a goal, you've gotten to the end of a journey, a very long, treacherous journey, but it was so worth it because you got to the world. You got to, it's almost like you have the whole world in your hand. Completion, success, recognition for all of your accomplishments is up ahead. Being very much in the flow, very much in the flow. You have to have gratitude though to be in this energy. You have got to have gratitude to be in that energy, or it won't happen as smoothly. Let's pull a few more cards for you. Gaia, connect to the pulse of Mother Earth. She will guide you through this time of change. I am telling you. Yes, you need to stay grounded through this transitional period you're in. Again, there is a turning point here. While you're waiting for things to change, because some of you may feel impulsive. And if you feel impulsive, it's because you know that your wishes are about to be granted. While you're waiting for this turning point, heal a little bit more. There's still some healing that has to occur here, okay? Give your attention, or I'm sorry, give your pain some attention. There's some closure needed for some of you guys in some areas of life before you can move on to wish fulfillment. Take a break. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. So with this card, I really do feel like mainly what I'm getting from that though is, yeah, take a moment to give your pain some attention. Allow yourself to heal in the waters of the world, whether it's in a bathtub or like in a pond. Maybe not a pond, that's stagnant water. You know, the ocean would be nice if you go in some salt water. Salt water is very cleansing. Take some time, like literally to meditate every day. Like take a breather to like not think about any problem or anything going on in the world. Literally, you guys need to detox by clearing your head. Literally just getting off social media, clearing your head, stop thinking about the problems, and literally just be by yourself. Even if it's like 10 minutes a day, you need it. It'll help you with your healing process, okay? Last one. Have you answered your deepest calling? Have you answered your deepest calling? I feel that you guys have not felt, it's like you feel like something's missing. Like there's something missing. And so what that is you need to answer your deepest calling. There's just, honestly, I feel like that deepest calling has to do with your completion, which is that, again, that wholeness, feeling whole on your own. Again, you're the entire coin. You don't need another half. You're the entire coin. And once you acknowledge and shift into that energy of being the entire coin, you will manifest and attract someone else who is also an entire coin. So you're not looking for another half, because then that means you guys are both going to be codependent and unhealthily attached or whatever. You're looking to be whole on your own and find somebody else that's also whole. And then the two of you can have fun and be whole together. You don't have to rely and be needy on each other. You're supposed to both be whole on your own. That's for those singles out there. Okay. Wow. Wow. So for the divine masculine, we have releasing and union. So quite a drastic shift here. Quite a drastic shift. So the divine feminine is in the energy of I want you. So it's funny because I feel like the divine masculine is releasing hurt, and also I don't want to say inability, but the lack of communication, and perhaps the lack of speaking up about their pain or emotions. The divine masculine is understanding that there's something that's destined, and also they are worthy. So if you're a divine masculine, you're starting to realize your own self-value. And again, it goes back to realizing your value is not determined by the things outside of you. Your value is determined by you. Not what anyone else says, ever. So you guys are starting to realize you are worthy, you are valuable, and this is enabling you to be bold, and also I really see a lot of sexual energy here. And also I feel like a lot of you divine masculines are starting to realize who your divine feminine is, especially for those twin flames. You're starting to realize who perhaps is your divine feminine. Some of you, you're already with your divine feminine and you're just starting to understand like you want to be more in that union energy. If you're not with your divine feminine, then you're getting ready to be with your divine feminine, to attract your divine feminine. But you have to be in that whole energy within yourself, that completion within yourself first, in order to attract your divine feminine. And she also needs to be whole on her own as well, for you guys to have a healthy union. Anyway, so the divine feminine is very much wanting the divine masculine, whether that's, you know, fantasizing about somebody she doesn't even know, if she hasn't met him. If you're the divine feminine, if you haven't met your divine masculine, you're just like, you want your divine masculine already. If you already know who your divine masculine is, this is more sexual. I mean, and not just sexual. There is this want and desire for the divine masculine to be with him, but I'm definitely seeing there's a lot of sexual energy here too. I feel like things have been growing slowly for a lot of you guys in regards to your divine counterparts. But I do see with the rocket ship here, I see that things are gonna blast off with the little spaceship here. Which again, let me look a little bit into that real quick. So what's the current energy between the counterparts? Current energy is very grounded. Oh, okay. Wow. So it's interesting because I'm seeing conflicting energies here. I'm feeling like the divine feminine is quite in her power and quite grounded, but there's some sort of like a sudden change or like just intense energy between the divine masculine and the divine feminine, where I almost feel like somebody like maybe both of you or one of you like want to walk away, want to drop the burden, want to end this connection. Currently, it just feels like it could be weighing heavily on some of you, and to the point where you want to walk away from it and say, screw this. But it's shifting into, yeah, it's going to take some time, because I feel like there could be a disconnection here, either now or in the near future for a lot of you guys. And this is mainly for you that are not together with your counterpart. It just feels very up and down, and a lot of resisting this connection. What's the outcome? Well, the outcome, we have the Queen of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. And the Ace of Cups. So the outcome is there will be a resurrection in this connection after a pause. And again, this is for the good of all, because there needs to be some sort of healing here that takes place, and that will catapult you guys into the Ace of Cups energy. So you will have unconditional love with your counterpart at the end of the day, but it might take some time for a lot of you guys, and that could be, you know, a few weeks, that could be a few months. The timing will vary for you all, okay? But I'm seeing heavy resistance currently, or let me see. Yeah, I'm seeing like heavy resistance currently or in the near future as well. And again, it's up and down, up and down. And so finally there's this like last breakthrough. So yeah, it's quite a journey, but I mean, that's quite typical for the twin flame connection. There's a runner and a chaser dynamic that happens at first, which can be draining and tiring for both parties involved, but it is very common. So it's not weird or anything. Anyway, so that is your pick a card reading. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so at www.theenchantedone.com. You guys have an enchanted day. Those of you that selected option number 2, this little alien dude here, dude or dudette, whatever. So you guys have been very much, I don't want to say in la la land, but you've definitely been very much in your own little world. Let's get some clarifiers for this. Let's pull a few cards. Some of you guys could feel very, very, very misunderstood. Some of you guys could feel isolated. Some of you guys could have been in hermit mode for quite some time. Yeah, some of you guys could be very much in your head. Very much in your head. Oh. Okay. Wow. Very, very positive energy here. I'm seeing Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Pisces, possibly, yeah, I'm saying Pisces again. So possibly Scorpio, but the signs don't matter that much. There could be some confusion here for some of you guys. We've got number 44, stick with it. The Six of Cups and the Moon, clarifying that. Number 24, create. The Six of Wands and the Four of Wands. Number 59, spread the light, clarified by Knight of Swords and Queen of Wands. Okay, so let's see here. What am I picking up for you guys? I am seeing quite a positive outcome here. But not without a lot of fear and anxiety that I see you could be facing with, you could be facing now, or you might face it along your journey. You've got shine, but you also have angel number 1222. Look up angel number 1222. I feel like there's a lot of passion here for creative projects, but also for specific people. I'm seeing a lot of success in regards to monetization of creative projects and or hobbies. I strongly feel that that will create a strong foundation for you. And I'm also seeing a lot of you guys marriage in your future, possibly what month is number 4? What month is number 4? January, February, March, April. Possibly in April, not necessarily this April, maybe next April for some of you. Possibly 4 years for some of you. I'm not really seeing 4 years though. I really don't feel like it'll be 4 years. I'm seeing something about April. There's going to be a marriage, a wedding for some people. Again, it doesn't have to be this year. Oh wait, it would be next year anyways. Whatever the case is, I'm seeing a lot of you guys might get married or propose to somebody. I'm seeing a lot of success here again for you guys. I feel like this success for some of you could have started manifesting last month, June. This success started manifesting in June for some of you guys. For others of you, it could have started in April. There's just something about April and June here. Anyways, so stick with it, guys. Stick with your ideas. Stick with your creative projects. A lot of you guys are here to shine the light on that which was in the dark. And that kind of makes sense here because here's this little alien in the dark. But it's like you are that alien, but you are that light in the dark. So you guys are the light in the dark. I almost feel like you might, part of your soul purpose is to help people who are full of fear and anxiety. There's something that feels kind of hidden though, and it's like, something feels hidden. I feel like there's several things that are hidden with you guys. Several things that are hidden, like your true self is hidden for some of you. I feel like for some of you, your true self is hidden, but your soul family and soul connections and counterparts are going to be able to see right through your mask. And so they're going to be able to see your real soul, which is beautiful. But there's other things hidden deep within your emotions as well. Some of you guys need to make sure you're cleansing your energetic space from any sort of like energetic attachments to you, especially like sexual ones. I'm seeing sexual energetic attachments to you, so cleanse yourself of that. I feel like there's still a long journey ahead of you. And I almost feel like some of you guys just want to give up because it just seems so hard. Like, so long, so hard. But you're being told to stick with it. Especially when it comes to your creations and hobbies. But it could also have to do with a relationship. A soul connection. For a lot of you guys, I feel like it mainly has to do with career. Again, I keep feeling like it might have to do with a few different things. Like there's a few different areas here that I'm tapping into for you guys. Career, love, but also there's like inner storms, self-sabotage, anger, greed. Not for all of you guys, but like, you know, a lot of these different categories are popping up. Twin flame connection. There's a lot of energy, a lot of different... It's like a melting pot of energy within you guys. And it's like, draining. I feel like you guys might drain yourself sometimes. You guys are being told to open your heart and feel the love. There's a lot of passion here again. And a lot of it's sexual and a lot of it's creative. Somebody here wants to act impulsively. Someone here wants to rush something. If you don't have clarity, you soon will. Yeah, I feel like some of you may feel like you can't see the full picture. It's like you see like a little bit of the future, but you can't see beyond it. It's like, well, what's next? And because you can't see what's next and it feels kind of cloudy and unsure, it's making you feel fearful and wanting to give up. When you're being told to hang in there because it's going to clear up. Things are going to clear up and you're going to be able to see the future quite clearly. And it's going to be very positively, especially in regards to business expansion. If it's not in regards to business expansion, it could be romance because we have the Knight of Cups here. So stick with it, whether it's business, love, whatever the case is. You guys are being told to hang in there. Things are going to clear up and I see victory. I see success. I see, again, I feel like some of you may be in the spotlight or maybe your counterpart is in the spotlight. I just really keep seeing twin flame union. And for a lot of you guys, I'm seeing marriage here with the Four of Wands. Finding your forever partner. Wow, that message was quite fast. Let's pull some charms. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of passion here. The divine masculine is still healing. So if you're the divine masculine, focus on your healing. Yeah, you guys are being told to give it to the universe. Give your worries to the universe. And like all these thoughts that trigger fear and anxiety, give it to the universe. Pray about it. Prayer is very powerful. You guys are warriors. There's definitely Scorpio energy here. There's a lot of passion, a lot of passion. There's a lot of observation here as well. Make sure you guys are not being underhanded or something. Being underhanded. Keep your eye on the prize, keep your eye on the goal, and you will accomplish it and be wiser at the end of the day. But go by the book. I don't know why I'm hearing go by the book. We have a little anchor here. And specifically for you guys, I'm hearing anchor in your dreams. Anchor in your dreams. Some of you guys are drinking too much soda. Not enough water. Make sure you're being fair. Make sure you're listening to your integrity. For some of you, if you have a sister or someone who has like sister-like energy for you, I feel like she's going through a transformation. But there's something in regards to her that's unfinished. Something like it just makes me feel like her transformational process is not finished yet. So if you have a sister or someone that's like a sister to you, she's going through a huge like blossoming right now, which can feel scary for her. So be there for her. Make sure you're not being a trickster. Make sure you're not playing games. You guys, I feel like You guys are definitely like worriers in multiple senses, in multiple ways. Like you worry too much, but also you are a warrior, like a warrior. You're very protective over those that you love. But you're also, you exude this energy of grace at the same time. All right, that is your pick a card reading. If you would like to book a personal reading, you can do so at www.theenchantedone.com. You guys have an enchanted day. Those of you that chose option number 3, I know this one looks like quite an intense painting. I was very emotional when I painted this, as you can see. I painted this quite a while ago. Now, clearly, you guys are in a state of either mental or emotional anguish. A lot of you guys are facing heartbreak. Some of you are grieving. You're grieving the ending of a cycle. The ending, it's like something is coming to an end and you're grieving it. Others of you are grieving the death of somebody. Others of you have faced unrequited love. You have faced feeling abandoned by a lot of different people, feeling as if nobody cares, like literally just feeling like you're just withering away, like nobody cares, which is a very tough energy to be in. But let's see what messages you need to hear to get you out of this, because I know exactly how that feels and it does not feel good at all. Very emotional energy, and it's almost like some of you guys are lacking faith in the divine, just feeling like the divine's even turning their back on you. Not all of you, some of you do feel that way though. And I'm hearing that song, lonely days and lonely nights. Okay, first of all, you guys need to connect with your soul family if you're able to. Oh, okay, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Okay. Okay. Wow. Okay. Awesome. Wow. What beautiful messages. Okay, so you have financial increase on the bottom of the deck. We're sending you signs. So you guys are getting an abundance of signs directed at you now. Just make sure you're not ignoring them. So first card here we have is number 54, also number 9. Don't sweat the small stuff. And then we have number 37, clean up your mess. Number 39, accept love. And then from the keepers of the light, we have keepers of the earth. You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. So one thing I'm getting right away is you guys are breaking some ancestral karmic cycles. And then you have blue star. Follow the light of your inner compass, the blue star. It will lead you to the truth that resides within your soul. And then we have decide the outcome. Career. You have spiritual gifts. Everything is happening for a higher and loving purpose. And then we've got the Four of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles, the Fool, the King of Wands, the Nine of Wands, the Two of Swords, the Ace of Swords, and the Two of Wands. Okay. So, and on the top of the deck, connect with your soul family. So, on the top of this deck, the Seven of Wands. On the bottom is the Justice card. Okay. So, right away, you guys need to stop the inner chatter. Stop sweating the small stuff. Literally stop worrying about every little thing. Every little thing. Stop worrying about it. You're giving yourself anxiety here. You're making it's almost like you're breaking your own heart twice. Like if you're already going through something, thinking about it and stressing out about every little thing. I know it can be hard, especially if you're going through something very difficult, as most of you guys probably are. It isn't going to help though. So what your advice is right now is to pause, take a moment. I need to put more drops in my eyes. You're being told to pause, take a moment, allow yourself to rest, allow yourself to heal spiritually on a deep level. It's like you may be physically tired, maybe not. You're definitely spiritually tired though. Like your spirit needs to rest. Some of you could be lacking sleep. Not all of you, but some of you. Also, slow and steady wins the race. Also, what do you want out of life? What do you want to grow? Whatever you want to grow, you need to water or it will wither away. So if it's a relationship, if it's a career, for a lot of you it could be career. But whatever the case is, if it's relationship, career, whatever you want to grow, you have to water. You have to give it attention, the proper love. I am seeing a leap of faith here being taken by you guys after you go through a period of healing. So you do need to let yourself take a breather while you decide what you want to do. And once you decide what you want to do, head in the direction, take a leap of faith, and put energy in that direction. And with time, it will grow. For some of you, it's something that's going to take 7 months. Not all of you. It's not going to be 7 months for all of you. But for some of you, yes. For some of you, I feel like this is mainly in regards to career though. You guys are being told, again, to take this moment, if you're unemployed, to take it as a breather. Or if you are employed still and maybe you want a new career or whatever the case is, you're being told to take a moment to yourself to decide what you want, what direction you want to head in. And then once you know what you want, then go after it full-heartedly. But I almost feel like there's options here. There's options. We have like a squirrel, a geese, and a rabbit. Maybe you're at the pet store trying to figure out what pet you want. So you have options here, whether it's in regards to love or career. So decide what you want and then clean up your mess. Because some of you guys have scattered your energy everywhere, and it's like you don't understand why you feel mentally scattered. Well, when you put your energy in multiple places, it's literally being tugged from multiple places and on the etheric realm. So that's why you feel like that. Because you're giving it everywhere and everyone's trying to pull it at the same time. So your energy is being called from several different directions. You're like, why do I feel like this? Because you're spreading your energy everywhere, which is not good for you. It makes you feel ungrounded a lot. and just makes you feel like not like yourself, like uncomfortable. Like, anyways, so take a moment back, pull the energy back into yourself, decide what you want, and head in that one direction, whether it's career or relationship. Now, I do feel that the reason why you're being asked to pull your energy back also is to be in your power, to sit on your throne, and not to feel like you're headed in a direction because you're being forced to. Like, it needs to be your choice. And the only way to make a clear choice is to be fully in your power and grounded in your energy. You are very gifted with your intuition. Your ancestors are beside you. They're trying to guide you. I feel like some of you guys could be guarded or have some sort of trust issues, but I feel like it could have to do with not having clarity. Some of you may not trust a path or two, or you may not trust which outcome, you may not trust your decision making abilities right now because it's like something is unseen. There's like a block here. There's like a lack of clarity, but I feel like there will be clarity here once you choose to trust yourself and your decision making abilities and not go back and forth. It's like you guys turn yourselves around in circles here. Make up your mind, make a decision. I feel like for some of you it's career, and for some of you it's love. I feel like you guys have love off first, so it's like accept the love, accept it. I feel like you guys know in your heart what direction you want to head in. It's quite clear, I feel. But I feel like this direction you're going to have to take a leap of faith into, because it's like there's some things that are unseen, unsure, unknown, scary energy about it. Even though there's victory on this path and a lot of clarity will come from it once you decide that that's what you want and you put your energy into it, things are going to change. Everything is happening for a higher and loving purpose. So I do see you guys getting out of this. For some of you, it's just simply depression. I see you guys getting out of this depression or this mental or emotional anguish by, again, taking your energy back towards yourself and then making a decision on which direction you want to head in. Which, you know, if it's in regards to career, what do you love? Follow your bliss. If it's in regards to love, who do you love? Follow your bliss. Listen to your intuition, again, with the blue star. Follow the light of your inner compass, the blue star. It will lead you to the truth that resides within your soul. Your soul knows what is right for you. But are you listening? Are you listening? I'm seeing... And it's interesting because we have the King of Wands here, which it doesn't matter what gender you are. And on the top of this deck, we have the Queen of Wands. So I'm seeing, if it's in regards to love, it's like a perfect match, which is funny. That came up for number 1. Yeah. So I'm seeing, as your outcome card here, is the Two of Wands. And then on the bottom of this deck, we have the Seven of Wands. So what I'm seeing here, and the combined, it's a 10 of Wands. What I'm seeing here is overcoming obstacles. I do see you making a decision at the end of the day. I see you making a decision. And for a lot of you, there's a lot of travel in your future, because this guy, he's holding the world in his hand. So there's travel in your future. For others of you, I see that you're going to be able to see the future more clearly once you decide what outcome you want. And it's almost like you can't see the future so clearly because you haven't decided the outcome yet. Like, until you decide what you want, it isn't going to become clear. But once you say, hey, I want this career, then it's like, oh, suddenly I can envision the whole future with that career. Once you say, hey, I want this person, suddenly I can envision the whole future with that person. So it's almost like once you make your mind up, then you shift to that timeline. And you shift out of this depression and or lack of faith and or mental or emotional anguish. And then on the top of this deck here, you have Pillar of Light. Your vibration is rising. You are the Oracle. You guys are definitely leveling up here, but it's almost like in order to level up, you first have to call your energy back. heal, take a moment, figure yourself out. But I don't feel like you should take that long, to be honest. Maybe 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 3 weeks, really. It depends on you guys, honestly. It's going to vary. It could be 3 days. It could be 3 weeks. It could be 3 hours to make a decision, a final decision here for your future. You don't have to rush it, though. I'm feeling a lot of ancestral energy with this stack. Like, I can feel a lot of beings from the other side. So you guys have a lot of people around you, a lot of protection around you. So definitely keep that in mind. You're not alone. I'm getting chills all over my body. Like, there's a lot of people here from the other side. Anyway, so your vibration is definitely rising. Okay. Call upon Archangel Michael to aid me right now. Agree to shield vibration leading into me. I felt very overwhelmed by the people from another side. They just bombarded in at once. So if you guys sometimes feel overwhelmed, you could be tapping into the energy around you on some level. I'm not gonna lie. I feel a lot of, like, this is gonna sound weird, but I feel a lot of dead people around you. Don't get freaked out by that. They can't harm you. They don't want to harm you. They just want to communicate a message. But there's a lot of people around you that want to speak up. Some of them, I feel like these ancestors have seen your struggle. They're definitely protecting you. I feel like they may come to you in the form of, like, birds. For some of you, like, dogs or wolves, which I mean, who has a wolf, right? But, you know, you could see one on TV or something. You guys are very fragile. I feel like you guys are very fragile, and your ancestors want to let you know that they acknowledge that. They know you're fragile, but that's what makes you special. And that's actually something that runs in your bloodline, is maybe, like, you have a sibling who's also fragile. Like, you know that it kind of runs in, like, your family. Like, you guys are very sensitive. Some of you are better at hiding it than others, but you guys are very fragile. I'm feeling one of your parents is like that as well, not the other. One of them is not fragile, the other one is. And 2 children, like, one of your parents is not fragile, one is, and then you and maybe one other sibling are fragile. Maybe there's more or less siblings. It's going to vary for all of you. But I'm seeing, like, one of your parents is, like, on that side that passed it down, which is not bad, because it's actually what makes you gifted spiritually, if you're not aware of that. Anyways, I see, again, once you make your decision, things are going to speed up very, very quickly in a positive way. Positive outcome. Positive outcome. One random piece of information here. Make sure you're not hoarding. If you're a hoarder, declutter. That's just random for some of you guys that's coming through here. Okay? Let's see if there's anything else. For some of you that had recently had surgery, or maybe not surgery, just some sort of, like, damage to your head, you still need to take it easy because you're still recovering. So don't move too fast. Don't do too much. I really feel like the strong energy of decluttering. Inch by inch is a cinch. Some of you guys keep buying the same types of shoes. It's like you might buy, like, it might be slightly different. I don't know. This is so random. But some of you guys are buying, like, the same pairs of shoes that are only slightly different. They're saying, why do you keep doing that? I think that's all the messages. There is the divine stepping in to bring you clarity once you make up your mind on what you want, though. I really feel that. Again, follow your bliss, follow your heart. You know which direction you want. The career, the love, whatever it is for you. Okay? Let's pull some charms. Yeah, you guys are going through a radical transformation here. Radical transformation. Wow, this strawberry charm keeps popping up and I'm like, why does it keep popping up? Wow. We have angel number 28 or 82. I would look at both, 28 and 82. We have Pisces energy here, but also if not Pisces, you guys are just very intuitive. Yeah, you guys are being told to wait, release, any negative energy. And especially sadness or disappointment. Release insecurities. Release the need to compete with others. Some of you guys have secret admirers, or you are a secret admirer. There's something here about your mother for some of you. For some of you, your mother could be a Taurus. For others of you, you could be a Taurus. There's something about, I feel like you guys, there's something about either fitness or therapy. Some of you need to get into therapy. Some of you need to get into fitness. You guys are definitely protected from harm. You inspire a lot of people because some people see you as extra. Somebody wants to say, I love you. And if you have a question about something, the answer is yes. We have the little yes charm here with a heart. We have the letter I and the letter W. Maybe you guys need to play Wii. There's something about your inner world that's going to be shifting. Possibly for a lot of you guys, May. May keeps coming up here. Actually, I think that came up for like number 1. There is a rebirthing process you're going through. It's almost like the gift of a rebirthing process. Again, cut out and release insecurities and sadness and the need to compete. It's funny because we have the little thing that says sweet. And we also have the little strawberry, which is about sweetness and passion and love. You guys need to walk your own path and have faith. Walk your path with faith and knowing that you are making the right decision. Regardless on what other people say. Alrighty. I feel like there's something being sparked within your headspace about love though. But your main message here is to follow your bliss, career or love, all right? That is your pick a card reading. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so at www.theenchantedone.com. You guys have an enchanted day.